Good evening. This is All Sports with LD coming back at you with another YouTube post from my YouTube channel. Before I get into tonight's content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. So let's go. A few days ago, an unnamed executive in the NBA said that the Lakers were poorly constructed. And Shannon Sharp of Undisputed from Fox Sports wholly agreed with that opinion. Well, I 1000% disagree with this opinion, and here's why. We are not even 30 days into the new season. Remember, the new season started October 19th. With the exception of LeBron, AD, Dwight Howard, Rondo, Horton Tucker, the rest of this team has not played with one another. So when you virtually have a new roster put together to contend for a championship, it takes some time to build comfortability with each other as players. It takes some time to build the chemistry among players. You have a roster full of basketball players that have a high IQ. So they understand what it takes to win games. There's a lot of championship experience on this team. So it's going to take some time for them to really get in a good rhythm with one another. It takes time to understand where each player, where their sweet spots are on the floor. It takes time for each player to get comfortable with one another and knowing exactly what their strengths and weaknesses are. So, I think this is a very premature judgment against the Lakers. I mean, I would agree with this opinion if we were like 1 to 2 weeks from the playoffs. But like I said, we're not even 30 days into the start of the new season. And this unnamed executive has already thrown the Lakers in the trash bin. And Shannon Sharp, who is one of the biggest Laker fans, agrees with that. And I get it. For their show Undisputed, you have to create some talking points, but I disagree with it. Now, when we get to the halfway point in the season, which is around the All-Star weekend, I think that's when we'll actually truly see what the Lakers are as a team with this current roster. And if at that point they're still struggling the way they are now currently, then I think you can make that assessment. Also, shout out to the Lakers because they beat the Hornets last night, 126-123 in overtime. They gutted out a win. They blew a 14-point lead, but they gutted out the win. Anyway, I think once we get deeper into the season, we'll start to see them gel. In addition to that, we know as a rule, it's been in his history. Russell Westbrook starts off very slowly in the first half of the season, and then he gets it going around the All-Star second half of the season. So we have that to look forward to. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long for him to really step it up to the next level, because even more recently he said in the last game before the Hornets, he said he played terrible and he had no injury. I believe that was against Portland. So he came back against the Hornets and he played with a lot of energy. So he realized he needed to pick his game up. So, that's promising that he's critiquing himself and knowing that he needs to bring more to the table. So I just think it's going to take time. You know, the championship is not won in the first 30 days of the season. But again, we're not even in the 30 days of the season, but you get my point. So, like I said, it's going to take time for them to gel. Also, very impressed with Carmelo Anthony. He's shooting lights out now, like 50% from 3-point land. I think that's awesome. So, I look forward to seeing what happens with this roster as we progress through the different days, weeks, months of the season. And we'll see what happens, see where they are come the All-Star break. So I look forward to it. I'm not going to count them out yet. I'm a big Lakers fan. Been a Lakers fan since I've been a child, so I'm not counting them out yet. So right now, this is what I have. Until next time, have a good one.